He is the walk and talk night version. We're going with the second walk and talk of the day. People are going to be like, DML, I'm a little tired of you. Aren't you just on? Aren't you just on it? 12 o'clock? I was. But I told you, it's going to be a walk and talk marathon weekend. Marathon weekend walk and talk. Because Mama Lynch is out with the little one. Girl Scouts. Camping. Oh, who wants to do that? Not Miss Mary. She's making me deals. Can't tell you what the deals were. They're advantageous for me though. She gave me a great deal. She said, you bring me up a cup of tea tomorrow to the campground. I need a cup of tea. Bring me a cup of tea and you'll get this. I was like, tea will be there. So tomorrow I had to bring tea to like all these little girls, Girl Scouts with my cup of tea. So he's gonna be like, well, why are you dropping that off? Can't tell you, top secret. Mary would kill me, not to mention not give me what she promised. And yes, it has a little bit of tongue-in-cheek to it. Yeah. Anyway, so we got our crowd going. Yeah, so we're gonna do a second walk and talk here today. We did one before where we didn't walk, we just talked. We talked about the crackdown on conservatives by Facebook and Google and Berkeley and everybody. We're going to continue on that, but in a different path. We're going to talk a little bit about your favorite person in the whole wide world who is known as one word, crooked, also known as Hillary. Can you imagine being named Hillary? No, she came out. Her father was like, she looks like a Hillary. More like a Hillary. But anyway, so Hillary Clinton has her book, What Happened? You know about this. This is no new news. I'm not telling you something you don't know. How did you know that What Happened was coming out? Well, geez, she's been on every single last television show there is. And every time she goes on television, she blames something, someone, or somewhere else other than Hillary. It's been everything from James Comey, right? James Comey is to blame. And then, of course, it is Facebook spreading fake news. They're to blame. Everybody's to blame but Hillary. Now, that's nothing new. The part I want to go on is the very interesting part. What's taking place over at the company that is basically taking over the world. No, I don't mean Facebook. I don't mean Google. I mean Amazon. Amazon's taking over the world. Amazon is literally taking over the world. Yeah, they're getting into everything. And when they get into it, they dominate. And I gotta tell you something. Amazon boxes arrive at my house more than the US mail. Not kidding. My wife gets everything from there now. She's getting the groceries now. I'm like, groceries? I'm getting groceries delivered in a cardboard box? I'm like, hon, that doesn't really, I don't know, there's something about it that doesn't really sound well. And she's like, what about if I tell you that it's 75% cheaper to buy it from there than up the block at the IGA? I'm like, that sounds great. Bring all the boxes you want. But anyway, what's going on with Hillary and Amazon is that Amazon is deleting the negative comments about Hillary's book. They're literally deleting them off the review page. Now, although Hillary, in my opinion, doesn't deserve anything good, let's call fair. You write a book, people are going there, they're putting negative 1-star ratings to draw the ratings down. They're putting negative comments. These people, they didn't buy the book, right? All right. Doesn't matter. They're still doing their patriotic duty as far as I'm concerned. The other mail that's going to come back to haunt you one day. Listen, it's going to be a lot more to haunt me than that statement. Bring it all on. Anyway, so they're now deleting things that people are writing. They're deleting the 1 stars, propping this book up, propping it up. So this way, it's number 1. Now, the other thing that Amazon did and all the other retailers did, which this is really a question for you. I'll actually read your comments on this one. I never read the comments while I'm doing the walk and talk. It's kind of hard. It's hard enough for me to breathe, talk, hold the phone, keep my attention, watch out for all the bad people, and look at the deer. I will show you the deer in a couple seconds, assuming they don't run away. They'll come up, do all those things during the walk and talk. And see, I always lose my train of thought. What the hell was I saying? Oh, but I will read your comments on this one because I want to see what you have to say about this. Just prior to what happened hitting stores, they slashed the prices. Amazon, Walmart, everybody, slash, 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 slash. Now, let's keep in mind that, Jeff Bezos, total liberal, right? Walmart, if you remember, came out and actually went on the Walmart homepage to slam Donald J. Trump. Okay, I told you, I promised you deer. I don't know if you can see it. They're walking in the backyard, somebody's backyard. Can you see it? Back there by the car? Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. See the one guy's now walking back there? Yeah, 2 deer. Bill and Hillary. Hey, what happened? No answer. So anyway, go back to what I was saying. They slashed this book. Slash it. Why? Okay, this is why I want your opinion. There's 2 reasons why they slashed that book. One is because they were afraid that nobody was going to buy this damn thing, and they didn't want to get stuck with all the stock. So they slashed the damn thing just to dump it and get rid of it. Or, number 2, they slashed it so everybody comes and buys it, and therefore it goes to number 1. So Hillary, their charm, the person that they voted for and donated to, and think is just a cat's meow, has got the number 1 book in America. So I want to know what you think about that. I'll read your comments in a second because it's probably on a little delay by the time I get it. Did they lower the price because they were afraid that nobody would buy it? Or did they lower the price because they wanted to try to get everybody to buy it? So this way they'd be like, look, it's only $15. Let's pick it up. Let's see what it is. We'll flip through the pages, see if there's any naked pictures of Bill. Whew. Dude, really? Those you probably can get on the internet for free. You don't have to buy Hillary's book. Anyway, I'm sure Monica Lewinsky's got a couple somewhere. They didn't have iPhones back then. She might have just used an Etch-a-Sketch. Maybe we could find the Etch-a-Sketch. The stain on the Etch-a-Sketch. Like the stain on the blue dress. Email, what are you talking about? I have no idea. Why are you all alone this weekend? It's a great question. Who would leave me alone? I was in a panic before everybody left. Everybody left. Everybody. It was like they all left at once. The other 2 are at school. Yeah? And it's like Mary tells me these things 3 weeks in advance. Hey, I'm going to be leaving for the whole weekend. September 15, 16, 17. I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever. I'm busy. Don't tell me about things 3 weeks in advance. So today, after I was done with the walk and talk at 12, she always asks the same thing. Miss Mary always asks the same thing. How many people did you have today? I'm like, only 3,300. She's like, that's what you had yesterday. I said, and the day before, and the day before, and the day before that, because Facebook screws with me. She's like, yeah, I know. All right, so listen, I just want to let you know that there's some, you got some waters and Snapple iced teas, Diet Snapple iced teas in the refrigerator. Like, why are you telling me this stuff? I'm busy. She's like, because, wait, Mary just sent me a text. Girl Scout Tent City. They're at a tent city now. They got the tent city. She doesn't even know I'm on the walk and talk right now. Poor Miss Mary. Although she probably got the alert. She probably knows. That's probably why she sent it to me. So she's at Tent City. All the little girls are sending out their tents. So she tells me, she's like, yeah, we have the camp out this weekend. Jeez. I'm like, well, where's Ryan? My high schooler. Oh, no, he's going to sleep out at Jason's house. I'm like, wait a second. That leaves me by myself. She's like, yeah. So here are the things that are rushing through my mind, the concerns I have. My first question is, how am I going to eat? Because, Miss Mary's been taking care of me for 30 years. I can't cook by myself. What am I going to do? I'm too busy. I can't. What am I going to make? Reservations? I can't eat by myself. So I try to take care of that for tomorrow night. But we'll get there in a second. So my second thing that I'm highly concerned over, I'm still not sure how I'm going to solve this problem, is that our dog has diabetes. And it requires a shot 2 times a day. I have never, ever given this dog a shot. And I swear I will never give this dog a shot. I don't like needles. I get squirmishy. I don't like them. I cannot give the dog a shot. And she said, you know, if you don't give the dog a shot, the dog's going to drive you crazy. Drive me crazy? Why do we need to go on this camping trip? Why do we have to do this? Is there any way that you can go, hang out, set up a tent, and then come home for dinner time and take care of everything? And the dog? And then in the morning I'll drive you back? Nope. Not at all. So I am left to defend myself. Defend myself. Defend myself against the things that I don't know how to do. I do not know how to cook for myself. DML, you're disappointing me big time. I don't know what to tell you. You know? I just don't know what to tell you. And there's something about the food that tastes better when somebody else brings it to me. You know what I mean? It's like you could give me the same roast beef and I could put on the same rye bread with the same mayonnaise. DML, you're eating that stuff? I thought you were sick. I know. Hey, remember this house? I haven't been by it in a while. I can't remember her name. I can't remember my own name half the time. But this is the lady who put out the This House Loves DML. Started that whole little wave. I still get those a couple times a day. This house loves DML. Can't remember her name, but hi. She didn't come out today. Anyhow, let's get back to what we were talking about. That I'm a loser. I don't know what I'm doing. So anyway, you could take the same roast beef and have me put it on rye bread and put it on the mayonnaise and put it on a plate, cut it, you know? I don't cut it in fours. I used to like to do that whole thing. I thought it maybe slow me down from eating too fast. I eat very fast. I'm always busy, you know? And so, but I don't do that anymore, especially with roast beef. Breaks it up, doesn't taste as good. So anyhow, I put the roast beef on my plate and I made it. But then if Mary makes the same sandwich with the same bread and the same mayonnaise and the same roast beef, for some reason, her sandwich tastes better. I think it has something to do with the fact that I didn't have to get up and do it myself. I don't know if you agree with me on that or not, but there's something about it so much better. And then if you tack on the fact that I would get that same thing at a restaurant, although I would never order a roast beef sandwich on rye in a restaurant, but assuming I did, it would even taste super better because somebody's coming over and saying, what else can I get for you? Mary kind of just gives me the roast beef sandwich and says, if you want anything else, get it yourself. And I don't get anything else because I don't want to get it myself. That's how that works. So I don't know how I'm going to eat. Maybe I'll lose a couple pounds this weekend. And I don't like ordering out, although that's not necessarily true. I do like ordering out. I just don't like going to get it. And nowadays, I don't let anybody come to my house for delivery. Because you don't know. You know, back in the old days when we were young, you know, people would deliver food to the house. And you knew it was safe. You knew it was probably Johnny from down the, hey, Johnny plays ball with my kid. No more. Now it's like, Johnny can't even speak English. I used to deliver stuff to my house. I don't want anybody to know where I live. No way. I don't want anybody delivering stuff to my house. So, no ordering. I don't want to go out. You gotta go out. I don't know, in public. You know, and there's always that one person. Always that one person. DML! What's Trump doing with the whole immigration thing? And they say it really loud in the whole thing. And then meanwhile, I live in liberal USA. So all the liberals like, in fact, no joke. You may have remember last week, I told you that, you know, our new studio. Oh, it's so cool. Our new studio, new newsroom, right? All set up, monitors all over the place. I told you we had a computer, and the computer was broke. Harlan was supposed to come over and fix it. It never came. Loser, Harlan. What are you thinking about? Jeez, these kids today. Anyway, so I went to the next youngster. I went to my son. I said, hey, son, who is leaving me this weekend, what are we going to do about this computer? You know, I can't fix it. He's like, Dad, you used to have a computer company. I know, a big one, but I can't fix it because I don't have the time to fix it. We got to bring it to somebody else. So he says, okay, what about I bring it to the guy at the block? So he says, all right, brings it to the guy. If this is a lie, may God take me. All right. So anyhow, you know who would be able to confirm this? Harlan. So yeah, tweet Harlan and ask Harlan whether or not I'm telling the truth on this one. And here comes the truth part. So, although everything I say is the truth, DML, you're talking in circles. I know I'm all by myself. When I'm by myself, I'm lonely. There's not even any people out here. I usually have like Russian spies. They're not even here. Even the deer is laying low tonight. I don't know what it is. I might be getting ambushed. Everybody else is like, I'm the only guy in town doesn't know I'm going to get ambushed. But anyhow, going back to the computer. So my son says, Dad, there's a computer store up the block that fixes these things. But they still have computer stores? Who the hell has computers? Everybody has phones. Who would open up a computer repair store? Where I live, there's no businesses. But okay, I take it up to them. He's like, you know, how should we pay for it? I said, pay for it with your good looks. Just go get the computer fixed, see what happens. So my son takes the computer up to the computer store. And remember, I live in liberal USA. I live out in the Hamptons. So he takes it in, puts the computer up on the thing. Says, yeah, it's not working. The video cards, they power all the big monitors and stuff. You got to get it to work, you know. So the guy says, all right, you know, just leave me the password to the computer, so this way, you know, I can work on it. So my son's like, oh, geez, I don't know the password to the computer. So my son calls me up, says, and he's doing this on speakerphone. Right? He's like, hey, Dad, I'm here at the computer store, and the guy wants to know what the password is to the computer. So I'm like, and I'm scared. I'm scared to say it because I know my son could be standing alone and be ambushed by all the liberals that are working in this computer store that shouldn't even be around anymore. And I know I'm on speakerphone, but if I tell him to take me off the speakerphone, the guy's going to think there's a problem because he's ultimately going to need the password. And I can't change the password because, first of all, I would never do it. And second of all, it's because I'm proud of it. And then on top of that, because it would just seem fishy. And so on speakerphone, I said, the password is Trump 2016. Yeah, let me tell you something. You can hear all the books of what happened hitting the floor on that one. And I joke you not. The guy at the computer store asks my son, you're a Trump supporter? My brave son says, yeah. Oh, is that a good story? Yeah, ask Harlan if any of you ever, you know, he plays around with that Twitter thing all the time. Yeah, ask him. Say, DML says the password was 2016. Is that what it is? Yeah. I remember the day. Harlan's like setting the whole thing up. He's like, DML, what do you want the password to be? That's why you've been asking me. Well, you know, we got to have the password, something we can remember. Something we can remember? Here's something you'll never forget. Trump 2016. He's like, oh, okay, fine. Should I do that with a capital T? I said, of course you should. Give the man respect, a capital T for the Trump. Trump 2016, that's the password. Don't try breaking into my email. It's the only place that 2016 Trump is there. All right, everything else is a little less obvious. So yeah, so anyway, that was the whole thing. I don't know why I told you that story. Oh, but anyway, so yeah, so we just got the computer back. That works. The whole studio thing, I'm going to be showing you that next week. Oh, it's so smoking. Smoking. I'm like in the Starship Enterprise, man. And I got all the monitors all over me. I got a monitor just set for fake news, also known as CNN.com. That one sits in front of me. I got 19 screens just sitting here on my left and my right. I'm like a screen maniac. What's going on over there in Belgium? What's going on over there in Baltimore? What's going on in New York? I know everything before everybody knows anything. Yeah, I know what they're going to post before they post it. Then I try to put it on Facebook, but when I put it on Facebook, Facebook's like, this guy knows too much. Cannot put his stuff out to a lot of people. But let's take his money. Yeah, that's the way it works. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I know somebody will tell me, DML, you need to start wait. The Wall Street Journal says, Facebook has given special counsel Mueller details about Russian ads. Look, you can't make this stuff up. See, I get the little text alerts, Wall Street Journal. I get a little text alert as I'm walking to you. Yeah. So Facebook's handing over. Could you imagine that one? Could you imagine how tough that was? Robert Mueller calls up Zuckerberg on the phone. Yeah, hi, Mr. Zuckerberg. This is Mr. Mueller. Ah! I actually have dreams about you. I think you're just wonderful. I think you're absolutely wonderful. Anything you need to know from Facebook, anything you need, just give me a call. I'll give it to you. Of course, if it's about Trump. And Mueller says, look, you know, we've been basically reading on some of these crazy little websites, like, you know, theleftrules.com, that this whole Russia thing is for real. And we heard that they took ads out on Facebook that said Dennis Lynch's password, Trump 2016. And we need to look into where these advertisements came from. Zuckerberg's like, you need data? I've got data. I've got all the data you need. Yeah, Facebook's Russia. We're global. We give you anything. What else do you need to know? Anything else you need to know? Just let me know. Zuckerberg, picks up the phone. He picks up the bat phone. Whew. IT department. Guy picks up the phone. Says, hey, boss, the whole place is an IT department. So, all right. I need you to get me all the data. Data. Is it data or data? Is it tomato or tomato? Data? Doesn't matter. It's Russia. It's Mother Russia. We need to have all the ads from Mother Russia. And anything that says Putin on it. Putin or Putin? I don't know. We call him Putin because we say tut, but it's really Putin in English. So anyway, they're getting all the ads. All the crazy ads. Yeah. I'll give you what some of the ads are going to be. You ready? Horrible ads. Horrible ads. It's going to be, get ready for this one, because this is collusion. They couldn't have come up with this one if they'd included Hillary for president. Right there, that's 15 years in jail, man. That's 15 years in jail. Hillary for prison? Who came up with that? Was that Putin? That was Trump and Putin together. They colluded. Hillary for prison. Yeah. Ha, ha. Rumor has it. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Rumor has it. Come on, get him out. Don't tell him. I have to tell him. Rumor has it that Putin came up with the whole crooked Hillary concept. Yeah, really. Swear to God. Swear to God. Yep. So all the ads, all those diabolical ads on Facebook, the ones that took the far left people and made them say, I must vote for Trump. I must vote for Trump. You know those ads. You were thinking about them all night long. You saw it. You saw the ad that said Trump 2016, and you're like, where did that come from? I think the Russians are here. I wouldn't. I've never seen an ad like that in my life. Trump 2016. Where's Putin? I don't know where Putin is, but I do know where the Obama tree is. Do you remember the Obama tree? Here's the Obama tree. The Obama tree. I'm actually going to trespass. Can they take Facebook videos? I think they can, right? Like if I trespass on Obama's property right now, can they come back and watch this video and actually arrest me for breaking past? I think they can. I don't think I'd look good behind bars. Do you? Let's see. No, I don't look good behind bars. I don't think it works. And be like, huh, Mary, roast beef sandwich. Where's the roast beef? Hey guards, do you sell roast beef? Do you serve roast beef? Got a little mayo on that? Wait a second. That's not mayo. DML, it's a family show. Sorry. Anyway, you see the tree? That's the Obama tree. I'm not going to go in because if I actually go past this pole right here, I think I actually melt. Either that or you turn into a progressive. Can you imagine me a progressive? Oh my God. I'd be like, yeah, listen, I need everybody to send me their iPhones. I need everybody to send me their wallets. I have to hand them out to other people who don't have them. Don't worry, you could just get another one. Please send them to DML right now. We have people in dire need of new iPhones. They only have last year's version. We need to get them. Please, they're entitled to this sort of thing. Please, will you do it? Please, please, please. Yeah, or I could be part of Antifa. Everybody needs to die. Yep. So this is the Obama tree. And if I were to walk into there, I would actually, let's test it. Ready? See? Invisible field. Can't do it. Anyway, wait a second. Did it just take my money? Took my money. Obama. The Obama tree right there strips the leaves. And the reason why they do that is Obama strips the leaves because he says the other trees need the leaves. So he gives it to these trees. Yeah. So he takes good, healthy trees and he strips them to give them to these trees. Now you may say, well, why would he give it to those trees? Well, because this is Barack Obama's house, and across the street is Michelle Obama's house. Nobody really knows it, but they don't get along much. Barack tries to get romantic and stuff with Michelle. Michelle, you ever see Michelle? Could you imagine getting romantic with Michelle? Barack's like, Hey, baby, what about a little bit of, you know, Obamacare? And then she's like, did you just say sex? Oh, yeah. In code word, you know, Obamacare. What do you think? She's like, I am the devil. I don't do those things. Let's make pretend. Yeah. So anyway, Michelle lives over here. Now, how do I know this? Well, aside from being the fact that I've got my whole newsroom with all the monitors and all the screens, it shows me everything that you don't get to see, but you will get to see it soon. We're gonna have fun in that room. Yes. Michelle Obama has her own house here too. Same concept. The only thing, Michelle Obama hides behind the hedges. You know what I mean? Obama, he sucks you in with thinking you got the open door. And once you go in there, you get zapped, and your money comes out. It's like metal detector, like these magnets. Takes your money. Michelle, she lays low. She's got the whole hedge thing going here. She doesn't want you in. But what I did was I found this little enclave, this little tiny space that nobody knows about other than me. So anyway, they've been building Michelle's house. We'll call it her outhouse. Email, how do you come up with this stuff? Do you write it? No, I don't. You know, you should really be on America's Got Talent. I know. But it's a liberal show. Could you imagine Howie Mandel with his bald head? He'd be like, did you just shake my hand? Oh, wait, are you a Trump fan? Yeah, forget it. I'd be out in the first week. Okay, so anyway, they had a Trump imposter, and he made it to like round 2. But the only reason why they put him in round 2 was because they needed somebody to laugh at. It's unbelievable how these things work. DML, how do you know that? Because I know I produce shows. I understand. So anyway, going back down. Gotta get down low, low, low. Can't get too low. Probably get a tick. You see that? That is built on an Obama tree. Look at that. Right? Can you see it? I'll give it here. Right? Not a single leaf on the tree. But all the other trees have leaves. He steals and gives. But that's the Obama signature. No leaves on the trees with the little clubhouse there. Yeah, that's where Michelle does all of her exercises. Yeah. Can you imagine Michelle Obama exercising in the gym? Right? You got a big guy like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, oh, everybody step out, I'm going to lift this. Michelle's like, I'll lift it instead. Oh, can you imagine that? Oh, jeez. Michelle Obama. Could you imagine Obama for the first time? Yeah. Mom, I'd like to introduce you to Michelle. Can you say her name again? Michelle. Oh, hi. And who's this again? This is my fiance. We're going to be married. And the mother was like, oh, your father's turning over right now in his grave, Barack. You better do something to make up for it, like run for president, win, and fundamentally transform the country into something he would want. Yep. So Barack took care of business. He didn't get any Obamacare, but he took care of Obama. Yeah, and that's right. And that's why we're all living in the United States of Obama. It's a nightmare. Friggin' nightmare. I think it's a nightmare. It's Trump. Yeah, I don't know. They spiked the water there in Washington, D.C. Something's happened to Trump. Right? Something's happened to President Trump. We need to find him. DML, you're the guy for it. You know it. All I need is the magic phone call. I'll even shave. Like the bat phone. Mary comes in and be like, Den? Yes, sweetheart. I was going to take care of the whole thing because you brought me the tea at the tent thing. Yeah, it's today. Can't do it. Why? The red phone's ringing. Oh. Hello? DML? Steve Bannon, calling from Byport. Steve, what's going on? How do you like my beer? I'm going with the whole Steve Bannon I don't shave look. What do you think? DML, cut your hair, shave, before you get down here to DC. We need you. What is it? Somebody has taken the president, and we can't figure out who, but it's either H.R. McMaster, Mr. General Kelly, it might even be Ivanka, but we need somebody with your sort of sleuth skills who could get into crevices and stuff and find the president. We think they've actually modeled this after that movie Dave. Oh no! You telling me the president had a heart attack? And he said, that's over. See that car? It's made in Russia. They're all around me. They know it. They know I'm coming down to D.C. to find the real president. T-Mail, how do you know he's missing? I'm sorry. Did you watch every single one of those live broadcasts where the president would go to a place and 20, 30,000 screaming Americans with, Make America Hat Again? Say that again. T-Mail, have you been drinking? No. Say, Make America Great Again hat. You know. It's getting dark. I can barely see. Now we're getting into my territory. It's where I shine. I shine when it's dark. Anybody tries to jump out at me, I start singing. Everybody was kung fu fighting. That kid was fast as lightning. Favorite part of the song, when they refer to me as a kid. Anyhow, although I do act a little childish from time to time, but not today. So anyway, going back. So, that guy who was up there on his stump all the time, he was like, Donald J. Trump is calling for a ban on all Muslims. Remember that guy? Remember this guy? We're building a wall and Mexico's going to pay for it. And on the first day, DACA's done. Remember him? Where'd he go? Now we got a guy tweeting out, can we really deport people who are good? And some of them are doctors, and some of them are really good people. We can't really deport them. You really want to do that? Yeah. Right. Meanwhile, he's got Ivanka calling him, Dad, phone, call, line 2. Who is it? It's Nancy Pelosi, Dad. And on line 3 is Chuck Schumer. Oh, okay. Who's on line 1? I don't know, but he doesn't speak English. He pressed 1 for Spanish. Wait a second. All right, I'll get them all. Let me put them on conference phone. Do. Hello, this is, how does he use his name? He just calls himself the president. This is the president. Yeah, hi, Mr. President. This is Nancy. Nancy, how's the plastic going? The whole plastic veneer shear thing going. Well, going back to the doctor tomorrow, but I'm going to have to go out of pocket because Obamacare doesn't cover it. I love that Obamacare, don't you, Nancy? I do. It's great. Oh, yeah. What's going on, Nancy? Well, look, on the other line right now I know we have a guy who doesn't speak English, but he'd really like to stay in the country. And we were thinking that we'd let him stay and that we wouldn't build the wall, so this way when his family wants to come, they could come in too. Oh, Nancy, let me ask Chuck. Chuck, what do you think about that, Chucky? Chuck E. Cheese, Chuck E. Cheese. Hey, Chuck, did they name Chuck E. Cheese after you? And Chucky says, no, I'm Chucky. Chucky. Remember Chucky? Yeah, from that movie. Oh, the president's like, whoa, wait a second. I don't know if I want to fill in. Yeah. So what is it that you want to... Let me write this down again. Hey, I don't have a pen. Sure you do. Oh, I do? Yeah, it's in the drawer. Well, first time I'm sitting at the desk. Opens the desk, got the drawer, got the whole thing. Well, paper with my name on it. So really, it's not my name. But okay, what do you guys need? Let me write this down. Okay, we're going to need amnesty for 800,000 people. That's going to come with chain migration later on, but you're going to tell people it doesn't. And we're not going to have a wall. We're just going to kick that down the road. All right, and we got to let this guy on line 1. What's his name again? I don't know. I can't understand him. The guy on line 1, he's got to stay. All right, because he's just a kid. Yeah, 2 years from now, he's going to be 30. He's just a kid. Now, this guy who's impostering, filling in for the president, he's like massively liberal. Because he too is from New York, but not all New Yorkers are liberal, as you know from me. And this guy's like, wait a second, I didn't like the Trump thing. I was never on the train, but I did watch some of those shows, because, damn, they were entertaining. And if nothing else, I watched it on Saturday Night Live with Alec Baldwin. I'm pretty sure that the president said that he was going to deport all these people and that we were going to build a wall and have Mexico pay for it. How can I cut this deal with Nancy Chuck and the guy on line 1 who we don't even know who his name is? And that's when you have General Kelly, Jared Kushner, and Ivanka saying, listen, just agree to the terms if you want to stay alive. Okay, fine. Okay, it's a deal. Yeah, it's really baffling to me. Baffling to me. I'm sweating telling this story. That's why it's getting so hot. It's so real. I'm in like it's like, wow. Yeah. Meanwhile, you guys are probably sitting there on that side being like, DML, you're spinning right now. You're spinning. Yeah, because I'm at that part. I don't know if you remember this or not when we used to take the walk and talk. I'm at that part right now where the communication stuff here is always bad. It's always a low. But if you just hang on, it'll probably come back. And so anyway, yeah, this new guy. Now, if you remember the movie Dave, we had President Dave. He had a heart attack. I think he had a heart attack while he was having sex. I got to watch that. Whoa! The hell is that thing? Oh, a frog the size of Jupiter. See, nighttime in? I don't know. It could be like an ISIS frog or something. If I blow up, I loved all of you. And you guys can have my golf clubs because I haven't used them now in 4 or 5 years. Although if I could put mayonnaise on them, I'd eat them. That's how hungry I am all the time. Anyhow, what was I saying? See, now you're sweating. I know I'm sweating telling this story. Anyway, Dave, the movie Dave. If you haven't seen it, rent it. Rent it on Netflix. And send your donation to Netflix. And so anyway, I'm not a stockholder. But anyhow, I'm back. Dave was having sex as a president when he wasn't supposed to. Sounds a little like Bill Clinton. Yeah, I know. Anyway, but you know what? Let's take this for a second. I'm not into the whole cheating thing. You know, I mean, I'm with the same woman since I'm 14 years old. God, she makes good mayonnaise. And at the end of the day, you know, Bill Clinton started sleeping with Monica Lewinsky. But he swears he didn't have sex with that woman. And then you gotta look at Hillary. I mean, could you imagine? You know Bill, you know Slick Willie. You know, he's there, he's playing with his saxophone, he's feeling all good about himself. He's like, yeah, President, Hillary, come on over. She's like, what? Why do all the presidents, except for Melania, and of course Nancy Reagan, and of course Laura Bush, why do all these Democrats marry these nasty, nasty women? Jesus. So many good women out there. Can you imagine that? Bill Clinton, such a womanizer. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna hook up with Hillary. Where'd that come from? I mean, Bill Clinton isn't the most handsome guy in the world, but he ain't the ugliest either. Same thing with Barack Hussein Obama. Although with that name, it probably was hard to get a person who didn't look like this all the time. Yeah. He's like, wait a second, you look a little bit like you could join ISIS. You're angry? Sure, come on over. Yep. I'm telling you, people driving close to me at nighttime, I need reflectors. Anybody have any reflectors? Hey, a reflector or something. Give me a big, huge Bill Clinton t-shirt with a reflector. Yeah. And you want to know why? Because they'll never hit Bill Clinton. These people think Bill Clinton is the cat's meow. He is like, I'm telling you, he's Jesus to these people. Okay? Yeah, give me a big shirt that says, I love Bill. I'll be safe. You give me a Trump shirt right now with a decal and a little bit of a flashy, I'm dead. It's over. I'm on the ground like this. Help, send somebody. Nobody comes. Nobody comes. Who's this guy? Same thing. Everybody's driving fast. They move out of the way because they think, I'm a fellow liberal. It's unbelievable how it works here. Anyway, I was saying something about Dave. So the movie Dave, I think, if I remember correctly, the president, well, he sleeps around, just like Bill Clinton, and he has a heart attack in the middle of it. He's like, yeah. So they put him out, right? They put him out. They put him down like in the 16th basement floor in the White House, which I guess exists. You see that light? Who do you think that is? That's probably Michelle Obama. I heard you saying something about me. Here we go. Follow the light. What was that, Poltergeist? Follow the light. Follow the light. One of these days, I'll get hit on the walk and talk. But that's all right. I'm made of steel. Did I tell you that? I'm made of steel. I want to dent the car. Yep, with my big buttocks nowadays. Anyhow, so they bring in this actor who looks like President Dave. But really, I think the actor is Dave. And he comes in and he plays the president. And he basically goes with a completely different agenda than the original president had. Yeah. So I'm thinking somebody's done that. I'm thinking Ivanka and Jared. Yeah. I think Steve Bannon knows. That's why he's reaching out to me on the red phone, saying, DML, we need you down here. Figure this whole thing out. Yeah, I know. Hold on. Storage almost full. You can manage your settings in settings. No, thanks. I don't even know what that means. How can my storage be full? Is it because how? I don't have any pictures or videos on there. I don't know. This whole iPhone thing, I think they're just trying to upcharge me. DML, it's getting awfully dark. You need to be careful. I know. You know what I said I was going to do in the beginning of this walk? I said I was going to read some of your comments. I didn't do that. I just fell in love with my own stories. Yep, I'm all sweaty. That's good. You know? So anyway, tomorrow night, I've invited, listen to this, because I get the house all to myself. And I'm like, okay, I can't work on the website for 72 hours straight. If I do, I'll start writing articles I later regret. So, but not that you're going to see them, because Facebook won't put them out. But anyway, so I was like, you know, let me see what my two buddies are doing. My two buddies that I've been friends with since like before I could shave, which puts me right around 4 years old. And so I have been friends with these guys forever. I'm like, Jimbo, why don't you come on out? So he says to me, yeah? I said, yeah, nobody's home. Come out, go to dinner, you sleep over, go home in the morning. He's like, sounds pretty good, let me ask the boss. Any guy who says, let me ask the boss, smart guy. So then he turns around and I say, hey, why don't I reach out to Gav? So I reach out to my buddy Gav, my other best friend since I'm a little guy, my three amigos. Like, Gav, why don't you come out? Now Gav, I can't tell you who it is, but Gav works, he's the number one guy next to a billionaire. Yeah, so he's like this, he's like the everything guy for this billionaire. So he's like, you gotta see if I gotta work tomorrow. I'm like, listen, man, tell the billionaire enough already. You know what I mean? You gotta come out with the DML. Yeah, can't tell him that. Guy's a liberal. So anyway, all that said, I don't know if he's a liberal, I just made that up. It made a good story. DML, you gonna lie to us now? No, but come on. He could be a liberal. Probably is a liberal. I don't know, I never asked. I don't think my buddy would tell me anyway. It's gonna separate, you know, politics and friendship. But anyhow, the important thing is, I don't know if they're going to come. I hope they come. So my buddy Jimbo, who's a total wise ass, very handsome dude. I mean, really handsome. Ken Barbie doll handsome. DML, you going to the other side? No, not at all. The guy's handsome. Anyway, if these guys come out, or if one or two of them come out, it's going to be a lot of trouble. So, two things I want to tell you. Number one, Jimbo, I think, is going to come out. I don't think Gav's going to come, but I think Jimbo's going to come, which is really dangerous. Because if Jimbo comes, let me see. Ryan looks miserable. I don't know what looks miserable. Oh, my kid's probably watching. My kid's watching. He's probably just watching his buddy Jason. Let me tell you about this kid Jason. Side note story. So yesterday, we were cleaning out some more stuff out of the estate, which I'm not supposed to be doing because the estate got me sick. But anyway, we're cleaning stuff out. This kid Jason, good kid. I used to coach him in football. Yeah. So anyway, he was the quarterback. My son's the running back. You know, it's one of those marriages made in conservative heaven because Jason is a conservative. Rare kid, conservative. So anyway, you guys sent me all these T-shirts and stuff, and somebody sent me a white T-shirt. It said DML rocks or something like this. DML media you can trust. The whole thing. I mean, it's like one of these shirts. It's a sweatshirt that's like a billboard. You know, and it's really one of those things you would hang up versus wear. So anyhow, we had it on a chair or something like that. And Jason says, you know, what are you doing with this sweatshirt? I don't know what I'm doing with this sweatshirt. So I'm going back and getting the stuff that, you know, costs like thousands of dollars and packing it up, bringing it back to the studio. Jason, unbeknownst to me, takes the sweatshirt and takes it home. But then, to make matters even a little cooler, he wears it to school today. Yeah. Meanwhile, my son has got Build the Wall T-shirt on in the back. You gotta love it. So I think they're watching the walk and talk because they just said it looks miserable. So I don't know what looks miserable is. Or maybe he's sending something to all of us family members. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm rambling. But tomorrow night I'm sweating too. It's humid here. It's humid. Must be global warming, climate change. Oh my God, that whole nonsense thing. We got to do something on that one night. I could probably make you laugh on climate change. But anyhow, either that or make you cry. But if Jimbo comes out tomorrow night, it's going to be trouble. And he said to me, he said, "Oh, are you going to do a walk and talk?" Because he makes fun of me. Jimbo makes fun of me. You know, if there's anybody who keeps me in check, it's Jimbo. Oh, my God. He'll knock me to the ground every single time. So I was like, yeah, we'll do one. I said, you're going to do it with me. So, no, he ain't going to want, Jimbo ain't going to want to do it. But here's the problem. All right? And I'm putting a fair warning now. We're getting a car service. Now, I don't get to hang out with my buddies anymore. All right? We haven't hung out in a long time because they're off doing their thing. I'm trying to change the world. Forget about it. You know, plus our kids are all at that age right now. It's like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? I don't know. I got 5 kids and something's going to come up and I ain't going to hang out with you. That's the way it works out. But tomorrow we might actually hang out. If we hang out and we go out, and where are we going out? We're going to go to a steak joint. We're going to get steaks and order like, can we have those 2 bottles of Johnny Walker Black? It is going to be bad news. Oh, bad news. So I'm telling you right now, if I do a Facebook Live tomorrow, anything I say cannot and shall not be held against me, especially in a court of law. At least it's not raining. I don't know who's... All right, so now I'm not sure what's going on. I'm getting all these text messages. Oh, Russian. See this? See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Yeah. Got to always look over your back here in Liberal USA. But anyway, so tomorrow night, if we go out to dinner. Now, if they both ditch on me and don't come, which I wouldn't be surprised either. If they don't come, I'm going to be all by myself. I may actually sing that song. All by myself. It's so dark you can't even see me. If I put myself up against... Look at that. That's a cool picture. Like that. Right? TML, you need a haircut. Look at this. I got wings. Wings. God, it's such... If I get my hair cut, it like grows back in 3 seconds. You know, I'm like one of those munchie pets. What the hell do they call those things? Those little pet things? All right. Anyway, so I still haven't answered the question whether or not Amazon cut the prices of Hillary's book. You remember that whole part of the conversation? Cut the... You know, I could get light on my face. All I have to do is this. Oh, did I lock my car? Am I screwed? Let's see. 1 key. Obama didn't take it. Works. I can actually get light on my face. Check this out. You ready? DML, it's you! It is. Oh, my God. Look how sweaty. Look how sweaty I am. I'm so sweaty. Leave the door open, DML, so we see. Wait a second. I think this car is really sophisticated. I think the lights actually stay on if I close the door. Can you imagine that? How did somebody come up with the concept of the car? What a cool thing. I mean, how somebody had to say, you know, if we... DML, where'd you go? Hold on. They make a special button. I make a special button. I could find it here somewhere. DML, you're in the dark. I can't see you, DML. I got you. Hold on. No, that's not the right button. My God, they make it so difficult. Where are the buttons? I don't have the buttons. Mary! Where are the buttons? Wait, the buttons were on 2 seconds ago. Hey, that's the backlight. Oh, jeez. DML, it's your own car. You don't know how to drive it. I don't. I really don't. DML, I thought I wanted you to be a... No, it was one of these, you know, these foreign cars. In an American car, it would have said light. Not that. They make these little icons that you don't even know what they say anymore. Meanwhile, this car is like 20 years old. Yeah, DML, buy yourself a new car. No. I'm not a new car guy, man. I'm a used car guy, you know? DML, I gotta shave. I know. Anyway, tomorrow night could be a pretty rough night for me. Yeah, I could be out with my buddies. I haven't been out in a while. Yeah. Sick all summer. You know what I mean? See me just jump? Yeah. I thought maybe somebody came out to the car. Anyhow, probably going to run out of battery sooner or later. But tomorrow night could be a rough night for me. So if I say anything that just like, you know, like, wish DML didn't say that, just pretend like I didn't. Then we can just delete the video later on. But somebody will download it and bring it up 12 years from now. And they'll be like, do you remember when you went out with your friend Jimmy? Oh, yeah. We want him to be president, not you. So here's the video. Yeah, but let me tell you something. If I say something bad tomorrow, that means Jim's going to say something bad. Oh, my God. Jim will get me kicked off Facebook. Jim doesn't use Facebook. He's fucking Facebook. Who uses that crap? That's what he says. He's got a point. But anyway, so if we go out, it's going to be crazy. And if we don't, I'm going to be all by myself in the house. No, I'll be looking for stories, be like, man, what can we write about? I'm sure somebody did EBT fraud. Let's go find that one. I go do it, and I read it, and I'm like, what happened to America, man? What happened to America? What happened to America? And God forbid, you know, the president sends out another tweet. Wait a second. These DACA kids are so nice. I'm like, wait. And all of a sudden, the red phone will ring. It'll be Steve Bannon. I'll be like, Steve, you drinking? You sound a little, You sound a little cuckooed. No, DML, that's you. You've been drinking. Yes. Yeah, maybe we've both been drinking, Steve. Come on over. All right, I'll be there in a minute. Me and Ben. Can you imagine me and Ben hanging out, drinking? Come on. Like, Steve, what were you thinking about the whole Scaramucci thing? What is going on with that? When I seen Scaramucci, Steve, I was like, Scaramucci? Why do we get a guy named Scaramucci? And Ben would be like, I didn't like the Scaramucci thing. I didn't like the Priebus thing. I didn't like the Kelly thing. I don't like anything. DML, I think you and me should be president. Steve. It's a good idea. You'd make a great vice president. DML, I was thinking about you being vice president. No, Steve, I think you'd be the vice president. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be the fight. We'd have a fight over that. And he'd say, my website's bigger than yours. I'd be like, not really. You have more traffic, but I have more content. All right, well, I have more traffic. Yeah, all right. Well, your guy had to die to get that traffic. I'm still alive. And I'm not willing to die to get it. Yeah, good point, DML. Yeah, all right. So why don't we just join forces? Be Batman and Robin. And you could be Robin, and I'll be Batman. And that's the way we go. Two egos colliding in the night. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Trump would come in and shower us all with his ego and say, I am the president. Yeah. Remember that whole Alec Baldwin thing? Alec Baldwin, Malice? Malice, you remember the movie Malice? When he's in the Alec Baldwin did something bad in the movie. Shocker. And then he did something bad in the movie, and he is at a table with George C. Scott is next to him. George C. Scott is his lawyer, and across from him is, I can't remember the guy's name. His first name is Dennis. Great name. And I can't remember what Dennis's last name is, but the actor named no. His name isn't Dennis. It's Dennis in the movie, which makes it even cooler. And then next to him is his client, who is Tom Cruise's old wife. What's her name? Nicole Kidman. Now, Nicole Kidman and Alec Baldwin are really schmoozing it up, you know what I mean, on the side. But they're pretending that they hate each other in this whole lawsuit. So, Dennis, in the movie, who's a lawyer, says to Alec Baldwin, they're going back and forth. And he says, I think you have a God complex. And Alec Baldwin says, what does he say? Well, in short, he says, I am God. That's Trump. I am the president. I got to get that whole, you got to look that up. It's a great scene. I can't stand Alec Baldwin, but it's a great scene about God. God's in, great scene. Look it up on YouTube. Only be careful, because now YouTube is targeting censoring conservatives. So write something like, I love liberals, comma, Alec Baldwin, I am God, and it will come up to the top. All right, I think I've talked long enough. I am now officially under 1,000. People like DML have had enough of you. And either that or a better show is on 7:40. Who's on at 7:40? Anybody come on Facebook Live at 7:40? I don't know, but DML, I have to eat dinner at some point. Anyway, yeah, I am God. Remember that, Andrea Oliver? Oh, I'll read a couple of your comments. Did Amazon slash because they were afraid the books wouldn't sell, or because they wanted the books to sell? What is it going to be? Annie Jacob Stevens says, focus. I can't do that. Teresa is a troll. Is she? Yeah, trolls. Why do the trolls come to me? Why do you come? You're just a nice guy. Why do you come? Hillary's book. Yeah, I don't know. Hillary's book. You can be so funny. Go home. Get some rest. Mary needs to give you a snuggle and a glass of wine. Deb, Mary's not home. She's gone for the weekend. Where were you in the beginning of the walk and talk? Where were you? You know, I'm all by myself. All by myself. I can't stand Alec Baldwin. Yeah, I know Alec Baldwin. Yeah, we've had words. There's a shocker. Oh, what else? Hey, my dad told me he was God. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, every guy thinks he's God. At some point. Yeah. Those just tuning in, Dennis is letting his hair down tonight, and we love it. Hold on. Down that far. Check that out. DML, get a haircut. I said I wasn't going to get a haircut until I felt all better. I don't feel totally all better yet, although I am getting there. All right, where are we? Enjoying this tonight, DML. John Patterson says that. John, do you know how much I love you right now? Thank God, a man. All these women come in here all the time. I think they're all coming in here trying to get a glimpse of Miss Mary, because Miss Mary is the better of the duo. Yeah, they all like Miss Mary. So, oh, DML, you're so great. We like what you say. Oh, and then Mary comes over and she says something right away, vicious, teeth into me. Always sticking up for Miss Mary. So I got John Patterson here. He's Peterson. Hoping up Peterson. Are you related to the Peterson who did the whole killing the girl thing? There I am. All right. What else do we have here? Love you, DML. Thanks for the laugh tonight. You got a choice. Lynette says, tell us who lives in that neighborhood. In this neighborhood? Who lives in this? Not me. Who lives in this? Alec Baldwin's not far from here. Jerry Seinfeld's right down the block. He bought Billy Joel's house. Isn't that nice? Yeah, softball field on the property. Although I think they got rid of it. Who does that? Who gets rid of a softball field on your property? What's wrong with you? Everybody's here. Everybody's here. Renee Zellweger. She's on. I just walked past her block. You know who else is out here from the? Hang Low. No, not Hang Low. Not the Bee Gees. My God, the Beatles. Who's not John Lennon. He's dead, Demo. I know. Not Ringo Starr. I know. Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney lives here. Paul McCartney's very close. See him around here all the time. Alec Baldwin. Did I say Alec Baldwin? You did. Sorry, I said it again. Hillary always rents a house around here once every summer. They're all out here. They're all of them. Oh, Katie Kirk. Katie Kirk. I pass her house all the time. When doing the walk and talk, you know, the very beginning, like, hey, we're going to let it get to 1,000. You know, Katie Kirk's in the kitchen like, oh, it's him again. Yeah, she's right there. Yeah, a bunch of people. But by far the coolest one is me, I think. These people can't find their buttocks with both hands. Anyway, who else do we have? Regina says she's really enjoying this. Where is your new studio located, Diane? Oh, let me just give you the exact address and the coordinates, the latitude and the longitude. I'm not telling you. You're kidding me? I'll have people coming to my house. I'm not going to talk. TMO! Is Trump really giving away DACA? You kidding me? I can't even go. We went to go buy my little girl a bike. Although this guy's super cool, so I'm cool with him. We went to go buy a bike. We're in the back of the store. We're in the back of the Kmart. I mean, the Kmart sucks. Who goes to freaking Kmart? All the way in the back where the bikes. The bikes at Kmart are all the way in the back, all the way to the right. I'm back there, and a guy's like, Demo! Hey! I'm like, oh man, I can't go buying a bike. But he was a cool guy. He's the exception to the rule. I like him all the time. And I saw him another time at the wood store. I said, Demo! Yeah. So no, I'm not telling you where my studio is. At all. One thing I'm going to keep private. All right, what else do we have? Good to see you back, but signing off for now, Linda. I'll remember that, Linda, that you're signing off. Kidding. Go enjoy your Friday night. Who else do we have? I'd rather hang out with you than any of those other people. Oh, absolutely. These other people, snoozers. Oh, let me tell you, I've been to, back before I got into the whole politics thing, what was I thinking? I did a movie called King of the Hamptons, where I was, I had Alec Baldwin, I had Billy Joel, I had Christy Brinkley in it. Christy Brinkley, God, she's beautiful. But she's as liberal comes. So, anyhow, you go to these parties, and they're so boring. So when you watch Entertainment Tonight, when you watch any of those other different things, and they show you, remember going back a couple of weeks ago, Ivanka and Jared were out in the Hamptons with a party with George Soros. George Soros doesn't live far from here. And he doesn't live, he's got a house, like one of his 1,900 houses across the world. But they were out here and party with him. Let me tell you, these aren't parties like you and I go to. They're like, hey, I'll have a beer and a chaser, and yeah, give me that pig in a blanket. They don't have pigs in a blanket here. They got this stuff that's like, what is that? What did you say it is? Yes, it's alligator testicles wrapped in little pieces that look like bacon, but it's not bacon, it's elephant brain. Alligator testicles in elephant brain? Fried, so it's a little fattening. No, I'll just have a drink. Can you give me something to drink? Sure, we've got this pink stuff. You want it? No, I'll just have a water. You have water? Oh, we can't give you water. There's too many toxins in the water. Really? Yes. We're now drinking air. Okay. Yeah, that's the kind of crazy stuff here. In fact, my son, he would do barbecues. He was like a waiter at the barbecues for these places. And he would come home and be like, Dad, you got to see some of the stuff that goes on in these places. But it's boring. It's snooze fest. I would go to these places, I'd last for a half hour, I'd be like, let's go. And not fun at all. at all. You'd be so bored. You'd be like, come on, let's get out of here, go up to the restaurant, get a bunch of appetizers, get some beers down here and just laugh. That ain't the case there. Everybody's got to be cooler than the next person. Everybody's got to, what's your next project? My next project, well, is deleting the negative comments about Hillary's book. They're literally deleting them off the review page. Now, although Hillary, in my opinion, doesn't deserve anything good, let's call fair. People, if you write a book, people are going there. They're putting negative 1-star ratings to draw the ratings down. They're putting negative comments. These people, they didn't buy the book, right? All right. Doesn't matter. They're still doing their patriotic duty as far as I'm concerned. Do you have the mail that's going to come back to haunt you one day? Listen, it's going to be a lot more to haunt me than that statement. Bring it all on. Anyway, so they're now deleting. They're deleting things that people are writing. They're deleting the 1 stars, propping this book up, propping it up. So this way, it's number 1. Now, the other thing that Amazon did and all the other retailers did, which this is really a question for you. I'll actually read your comments on this one. I never read the comments while I'm doing the walk and talk. It's kind of hard. It's hard enough for me to breathe, talk, hold the phone, keep my attention, watch out for all the bad people, and look at the deer. I will show you the deer in a couple seconds. Hey, this is the walk and talk. Night version. We're going with the second walk and talk of the day. People are going to be like, DML, I'm a little tired of you. Weren't you just on? Weren't you just on it? 12 o'clock? I was. But I told you, it's going to be a walk and talk marathon weekend. Walk and talk. Because Mama Lynch is out with the little one. Girl Scouts. Camping. Who wants to do that? Not Miss Mary. She's making me deals. Can't tell you what the deals were. They're advantageous for me, though. She gave me a great deal. She said, you bring me up a cup of tea tomorrow to the campground. I need a cup of tea. Bring me a cup of tea, and you'll get this. I was like, tea will be there. So tomorrow I had to bring tea to like all these little girls, Girl Scouts, with my cup of tea. So he's gonna be like, well, why are you dropping that off? Can't tell you. Top secret. Mary would kill me. Not to mention not give me what she promised. Assuming they don't run away. Don't come over. Do all those things during the walk and talk. And see, I always lose my train of thought. What the hell was I saying? Oh, but I will read your comments on this one because I want to see what you have to say about this. Just prior to what happened hitting stores, they slashed the prices. Amazon, Walmart, everybody. Slash. Now, let's keep in mind that, Jeff Bezos, total liberal, right? Walmart, if you remember, came out and actually went on the Walmart homepage to slam Donald J. Trump. Okay, I told you, I promised you deer. I don't know if you can see it. They're walking in the backyard, somebody's backyard. Can you see it? Back there by the car? Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. See the one guy's now walking back there? Yeah, 2 deer. Bill and Hillary. Hey, what happened? No answer. So anyway, go back to what I was saying. They slashed this book. Slash it. Why? Okay, this is why I want your opinion. There's 2 reasons why they slashed that book. One is because they were afraid. Everything from James Comey, right? James Comey is to blame. And then, of course, it is Facebook spreading fake news. They're to blame. Everybody's to blame but Hillary. Now, that's nothing new. The part I want to go on is the very interesting part. What's taking place over at the company that is basically taking over the world. No, I don't mean Facebook. I don't mean Google. I mean Amazon. Amazon's taking over the world. Amazon is literally taking over the world. Yeah, they're getting into everything. And when they get into it, they dominate. And I got to tell you something. Amazon boxes arrive at my house more than the U.S. mail. Not kidding. My wife gets everything from there now. She's getting the groceries now. I'm like, groceries? I'm getting groceries delivered in a cardboard box? I'm like, hon, that doesn't really, I don't know, there's something about it that doesn't really sound well. And she's like, what about if I tell you that it's 75% cheaper to buy it from there than up the block at the IGA? I'm like, that sounds great. Bring all the boxes you want. But anyway, what's going on with Hillary and Amazon is that Amazon, and yes, it has a little bit of tongue-in-cheek to it. Yeah. Anyway, so we got our crowd going. Yeah, so we're going to do a second walk and talk here today. We did one before where we didn't walk. We just talked. We talked about the crackdown on conservatives by Facebook and Google and Berkeley and everybody. We're going to continue on that, but in a different path. We're going to talk a little bit about your favorite person in the whole wide world who is known as one word, crooked, also known as Hillary. Can you imagine being named Hillary? No, she came out. Her father was like, she looks like a Hillary. More like a Hillary. But anyway, so Hillary Clinton has her book, What Happened? You know about this. This is no new news. I'm not telling you something you don't know. How did you know that What Happened was coming out? Well, geez, she's been on every single last television show there is. And every time she goes on television, she blames something, someone, or somewhere else other than Hillary. It's been